Okay, so this is gonna be hopefully not that long. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. I came here actually in the morning. They have a couple events here. This is Brooklyn Aviator. So I'm actually trying to do a few different summaries of different events that go on here. To me, the area is it's kind of close to where I live, and it's close to certain values that I have. It's a pretty public place, so there's a variety of people here. There's a hockey player in front of us. But it is also a public place that people bring their families. So I was thinking this through after maybe an hour after I had a little discussion with somebody who was concerned about periscoping. So I'm getting a little more comfortable with this at the moment, but I'm also going to be conscious of the addressing of their concern. Somewhat because this is also a public facility for summer camps as well as just different sports. So I tend to find myself liking sports, liking the outdoors, liking the adventure and like various activities that you can do. That's the lifestyle sort of that I go by. So I'm hoping to quickly address maybe some things that I went through today, and I do believe that like we go through different events that come up in the right time. So today, if you were following certain events, the city had a lot of different activities. It helps me to talk by looking through some video. These are just going to be some random videos, and my phone's not going to last too long. But I tagged somebody in here. That was John, who does a Scope Talent show, and this is one of the contestants, I guess. This is their feed. Okay, so this is a video replay, so I can actually utilize most of the features, but you can pretty much visually see. This is actually an Android recording device, and I'm trying to get re-comfortable or re-familiar with scoping in this place because somebody actually reprimanded me and said, what are you doing here? Because it's a public place that you have to have a reason to be here. The facility is a pretty great facility. It has a bar, a sports bar, and I was debating whether or not it's okay to be in a place where somebody told you, their concerns of you being there. But I guess in a society you have to coexist. You have to figure out how do you belong in certain places. And he was very friendly. I had as somebody doing something different, there is a concern, and as a person receiving, somebody's concern, it makes you not want to do something that, can cause any disturbances at all. But sometimes to do something new, you have to try something different. I mean, you have to push someone, maybe somewhat the boundaries, but still be conscious of it. So today we're in New York City. The facility is Aviator, so I can show a glimpse of Aviator. I was gonna actually write a letter to this lady that contacted me first when I was showing her that I'm using social media. She actually twitters a lot on the for this facility, so she's pretty familiar with a lot of different causes. But this is actually my initial concern, or I wanted to use social media to be able to get first just to make things connect a little more in your own life. Like there's certain things that really stand out in somebody's life. So I guess as a as a social person, we all are social people. It's important to see how you associate it with the surroundings. But also as an engineer myself, I'm an engineer that I work for a company that does, I guess, they try to enhance things for your own life. And our new slogan was not just if you see something, say something. Our company manufactures equipment for, I guess, improving your lifestyle. I'll explain. And one of the things I wanted to do was create a somewhat of a looking device that you could pick out data and it will be smart. You know, so this person was going to an interview at this facility that I'm at called Aviator Sports. That's the building I'm in right now from outside. And I was posting. This is a sort of separate story, but I was posting that this is an open facility, and at the time I was there, they were having interviews. So she's dressed up, and she was just leaving. 10 minutes earlier, I was standing here, and some lady was asking me if I had my resume. But I can show you what to the left, and all the way more that they're having pizza, and the job was actually for as a culinary profession, or somebody who can work with pizza, whatnot. So even though that somewhat people say, oh, what are you doing here if you don't belong here? It's a very public facility. So that kind of got to me because somebody was saying, you know, if you're not part of a team here, what do you do here? So, I mean, generally, I mean, like anybody can say that to anybody. I guess even somebody that they don't want in the area. Which reminds me of certain things. But, I guess I could just explain what I answered. So the guy who was concerned with me possibly videotaping for the wrong reasons was asking me, "You at Philly Infinite?" Yes, I am. There's a race outside, so I told him that I was going to volunteer at the race for one day, and it's my day off. So I was just telling him, I really love the area, I love the facility. It's a public place that people should be attracted to because it has a lot of historical grounds. It's such an open area that you don't experience. So I got a chance to show him, even though he told me, I don't want to see your video. Just tell me. He was just concerned. I was just outside too. They have RC cars going on maybe an hour ago. The planes I haven't seen a lot, unless they're big planes, because I've seen those. But small RC cars, I saw them the other day. They're running like 50 miles an hour, seems like. And then I saw some kids trying it. I don't know if they were with parents or not, but I saw some kids with like 2 RC cars. That's like in that area back there. So I like taking video. I mean, I like capturing thoughts, especially in this way that I can remember. But some guy was asking me, you know, he's concerned that if I'm not here for a specific reason, what am I doing here? So I mean, I have history with the area, and I appreciate if somebody had the concern that he addressed it. But I did feel like he's saying, you know, you shouldn't have your phone out in certain times, which is rarely. I try to explain to him, you know, this is how media. I mean, you know, this is not necessarily something that everybody will understand right away, but it's just how people are doing things. Well, there's an event today. Actually, it started 20 minutes ago, probably. It's a race called the Color Run. I come here for different events, and I had the day off. So if you're around New York City, like the sun was out, you could see the clouds. It was, and indoors right now, which I'm at Aviator Sports. It's a nice place to relax. They have, you know, drinks and whatnot. The people race. Well, it's a people race. They generally have those. This is a color run, and I don't see anybody here. They're probably all outside. It's gonna look beautiful. The lights are out. I really like Coney Island. I was gonna go there because Aviator Sports didn't want me around, and I like to just highlight certain things. So the guy to my left had something on his head, but I don't feel like it's showing too many people because there is always a privacy concern, but But generally, like, so John Jakes is this guy. Like, you're allowed to go in public places and film. It's always. Oh, this is in Paris, by the way. Because it's the new thing. I mean, like, news is viral. Maybe the news is apparent, and this is the ticker take parade. I mean, it's good to have, as long as you have the right motives, it's good to be able to show people, a different perspective. So this is outside of Aviator on Flatbush Avenue, and I was going to show the lady who was part of the Aviator team that I'm filming, and then later on, actually right after she tweeted me and told me, oh, she's interested, I was going to Utica Avenue. It's nighttime. It's 9 o'clock. So there was a cop and there was an accident right here. So sometimes this is going to be my advertisement for Aviator. But like, it's such a great facility, but not everybody knows about it. So this street goes to the bridge that takes you to Rockaway Beach. And Rockaways is also where they had the hurricane, and we helped out. So there's a lot of like national things going on. But this person had an accident, so. If you were in the area you didn't know, which most people wouldn't, at least if you saw the map and you're looking what's going on, I can show you through this media device a window that shows you what's going on outside. So I try to do it in the right time, and I show them that there's an accident going on. I don't know why I can't tell you that. So generally, I mean, as long as I think. It's good that somebody tells you the concern, but it's also good for you to be able to explain what you're doing. But I kind of still felt that he's saying, we don't know you. so the other thing is to get maybe to be more proficient at it if you want to use it more often. And I did get a contact with the lady who does marketing here, so she knows that I was here. And I hope, if she finds it as a good tool, I think it's good to coordinate. I wanted to be able to take footages at certain times. Not everybody who knows how to use it, Periscope, or use it as a tool. So I just wanted to show her, if you use it as an active device, it's a timely feed into what's going on. It's not too personal to the viewer, to what you're watching, because hopefully you're not staring at one situation, but you're explaining your view of that. One interesting thing here, during the daytime, right after they had a basketball event outside, there was a big confrontation with two people, and I didn't Periscope it because. It was a child arguing. The child was really aggravated, and they have an anger issue. I've seen people who do overreact, and some people overreact in the moment, so you can't really judge. So I didn't want to Periscope it, but it was a big confrontation. They brought their own security, and I saw them talk to the parent later on. So I like being able to capture certain moments. Outside in the parking lot, in this parking lot that I'm at now, it's a really big facility, and right now there's probably hundreds of cars because they have this event. I can show it as they walk into the CrossFit gym area. There's people who are running. So a bit earlier today, the parking lot was empty. So I try to take in things throughout the day. I'd like to use Periscope somewhat as a live journal. But I'm going to write this down as well. And so this is 11:30 a.m. I was here. It's a bright sunny day. Floyd Benning Field, yep, that's where I'm at, as somebody asked earlier. And yeah, I guess the last thing I was going to say, that there was concern because there was like 5 cars that just pulled up. And I think that they're probably normal people, but they're probably drinking beer. And it sounded very suspicious because they came up to me and said, is this area popular, or like, is there a lot of people?